Hello, welcome to English 2 Unit 4 Part 1 with your professor Neil and his TA Yoonghee.
Hello everybody, this is TA Yoonghee.
Hi Yoonghee, are you having a good day?
Yes, I'm having a good day, every day good day.
What did you do today?
Today I went to Zumba lesson.
Okay, how was it?
It's good, very exciting. Lots of upbeat music and lots of jump dance.
Okay, Zumba class, yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we have no Zumba class here. All we have is English, vocabulary, grammar, talking, speaking, which hopefully you can use to sign up to a Zumba class when you travel and live in exotic places far away in the future.
New Zealand.
Oh, sounds nice. So let's plan. Let's look at planning.
Ooh, planning. Planning requires writing down.
Yes. Planning involves having a planner or a diary. So on the desk here, in front of us, we can see a weekly diary or planner. So if it's a diary, it's like what did you do? Planner is what will you do? And in this unit, we are looking at what did you do? We're looking at the past and writing down about the things you did in the past so that you can plan for the future.
Ooh, vocabulary coming up, Professor Neil. Did you do that?
Yes, I did that. I thought it would be a nice touch to it. Like
Wow.
a mug of coffee.
Wow, it's really beautiful today. And the diary and glasses, external storage, smartphone, memory stick, post-it, laptop, and screen paper clips. What is that?
Sellotape.
Sellotape, mouse, pens in a pen holder, a mug of coffee. Lots of words.
Yes, well, we'd just like to help the students by introducing them to new vocabulary all the time.
Oh, I like it very much.
And for now, we're going to look at some of the grammar that's going to come up in the unit. So last week, we have the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so in our diary, we've taken notes of the things I did last week. So Yoonghee, you ask me the questions, and I will say what I did last week. So there's the first question in front of us. So if you just read the question.
Starting with Monday. What did you do last Monday, Professor Neil?
Okay, last Monday, let's take a look. All right.
Wow.
So last Monday, I was out and about at the shopping mall. So I could say, right, last Monday, I shopped at the mall.
Wow. With the MP Squire?
Yes, he was there too. Notice how last Monday can go at the beginning of the sentence, but also in the question, or like in the question, it can come at the end of the sentence.
Last Monday can move around in sentences.
Yes.
Like MP Squire moving around in the mall.
Yes, and we looked at adverbial phrases in previous units, and we continue to look at them.
Wow, this is very interesting.
And notice how did is in pink, and do and shopped are in red. Did is an auxiliary verb, and in this case it takes the past tense in the question, and the do is the main verb, and shopped is the main verb. And notice how shop here ends in ed, which is part of the focus of our grammar.
Unit 4 is focusing on the past tense.
Past tense. Talking about the past. So let's look at another day. Alright, so next question.
What did you do last Tuesday, Professor Neil?
Good question. Let me think. Well, maybe the picture is a clue. So, should pop up. Last Tuesday, I met a friend for coffee.
Last Tuesday, Professor Neil met a friend for coffee.
Yes. Notice how met does not end ed. Because this is considered what is considered an irregular verb. irregular verbs. English has verbs that can be regular, like shopped, and have an ed ending, or like meet, that change to a different form, like becoming met. So last Tuesday I met a friend for coffee, meaning I was meeting a friend for coffee.
We have to focus on these two different types of verbs that takes different form of past tense.
Yes. Let's look at Saturday.
What? Wow. What did you do last Saturday?
Last Saturday I bought a car.
Wow.
Yeah.
What car did you buy, Professor Lee?
Not one of these cars. I looked at these cars, but they were too expensive.
Yes, they look very expensive.
But yes, last Saturday, first I looked at cars, I test drove the cars, then I bought a car.
SF Motors is a science fiction motors.
Yes. Alright, let's look at, and Sunday.
What did you do last Sunday?
Oh, let me just pause that.
Right.
So, last Sunday, that's better, I stayed home.
Ooh. Professor Neil stayed home with MP Squire and Young Hee.
Last Sunday. That's good, off we go. Let's go back to our planner. Now, we have the phrases last week, last weekend. They are time expressions to talk about things in the past. And we also changed the verb so that it shows past tense. So we are talking about the past. Now, one last thing to look at. But first we're going to check the starter. So in the book, English 2, in the starter, notice how this one starts with last weekend. And it says write sentences about what people did last weekend using the word box for hints. Then sort the verbs into regular and irregular verbs. So at the bottom of the page, you can see regular verbs, shopped, and irregular verbs, like meet becomes met.
Regular verbs takes ed at the end of their original form.
Yes.
So base form of verb shop takes ed when they talk about the past event.
Past events, that's the right thing. So let's just break it up a little bit. So as it says, regular and irregular verb. So we've got regular verbs, irregular verbs. So for example, now I shop at the mall. Now this is present tense. Present.
Now is present. Now is present. So we just say original form as it is. I shop at the mall.
Yeah, so like last Monday, I shopped at the mall.
Last Monday is past. So we have to change the verb form by adding ed at the end of the verb. Last Monday, I shopped at the mall.
And the funny spelling of English is shopped gets 2 P's.
Because they look better.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason.
No reason to add 2 P's. But we just do it for style. So as we say, shop, shopped. Present tense, past tense, regular. Let's look at one of the irregular verbs, bought a car. So buy becomes bought a car.
Buy become bought.
So here, now I buy a car.
Now I buy a car.
Or last weekend, I bought a car.
Last weekend, I bought a car.
Very good. The buy is Yonghee.
Present tense.
And bought.
Past tense, irregular. Irregular.
Even though it's an I, so it's not irregular, it's irregular. Again, that.
Because Tracy goes to irregular.
Yes, so that's bought a car. And then we've got meet. Becomes like now I meet a friend for coffee. Yesterday I met. Oh, let's just fix that a little bit. That's better. We're more in the right place. So as we said before, like
meet becomes met. event when you talk about the event happened in the past, like yesterday.
Yes. Later, we will talk about how you can try and spot a regular or irregular verb.
Spot.
See.
See.
All right, so here, like today, I stay home. Today, in the morning, I stayed home. No, it's today, I stay home today in the morning. In the morning adds a bit more detail about the time in the past.
So when you talk about what you did in the morning, now probably afternoon or something.
Yeah, so now maybe it's the afternoon or lunchtime. So, but it's still, but by making the verb past, it means it did happen in the past. It's not happening now. So there we go. Let's put all of them there. So they're all separated into their regular verbs and irregular verbs. One other thing to add is in this bit, it is talking about last weekend. Last weekend. So what is the weekend? So you could say last week or on a day. So if you're talking about the past. So for example, what did you do on Wednesday? Yonghee too. So
on Wednesday, I exercised at the gym.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
That's Zumba.
Oh, we're at the Zumba class.
Come on. Ooh. Here we go.
Yonghee
Dance, jump.
Okay, Yonghee really enjoys her time at the Zumba gym.
But this one is not Zumba gym.
MB Squad saying, what's this? Let's stop. So that's Wednesday, and we could say like on Wednesday, on Monday, on Tuesday, if we're talking about the past. Now, for this one, before we do a little bit talk about the weekend, we're going to look at the English dialogue. Because in the English dialogue, you notice at the beginning, it says, did you stay home or did you go out on Saturday? On Saturday. That means last Saturday. Last Saturday.
Because it's a did.
Yes.
Did you stay? Did you go out? So all happened in the past. So on Saturday here is last Saturday, not next Saturday.
Yes. So you could add, if you were talking about the future, you would say will.
But we will deal with.
So let's just bring them up again. There we go. Our characters are up. There we go. Our characters are in. And so as usual, we're going to ask you to listen to the dialogue. So I'm going to read Sonia. And Yonghee, if you read Lily.
I'm Lily.
Yes. So notice how it says on Saturday. Did you stay home or did you go out on Saturday?
I went to the mall and shopped.
What did you buy?
I bought a new purse.
Really? What color did you choose?
My new shoes are black, so I chose a black one.
Did you see anyone at the mall?
I saw Lisa, but we didn't talk. She smiled and waved because she was having lunch with Trevor in the food court.
Excellent.
We sound retarded.
A little bit. So there we have them talking. Sonia and Lily, right, are talking about shopping at the mall, right, in past tense. So that sets us up for asking our questions. Right, which are linking ideas together. So we have our meaning bit, which in this sentence have the conjunctions. And we are going to be talking about the grammar of these conjunctions in a moment. But the conjunctions link two ideas together. Here, clauses, two sentences together. A clause is a sentence. So using and, or, but, so, because you can link two sentences together under the same subject.
So Conjunctions are linking two sentences.
Yes, linking two clauses. Clauses are sentences together. But before we do that, before we look at the conjunctions in the grammar, I have my questions.
Ooh, question time.
Question times.
Because Professor Neil is always a very curious cat.
Yeah, so Yonghi, are you ready with the first question?
Yes.
Alright, question 1 coming up. There we go. What did Lily do on Saturday?
She went to the mall and shopped.
Very good. She went to the mall and shopped on Saturday.
On Saturday.
What did Lily buy at the mall?
She bought a new purse.
Okay, good. Why did Lily choose a black purse?
Because her new shoes are black.
Yeah, that's a difficult one to answer.
I had to think really hard. Because her new shoes are black.
Yes, because her new shoes are black, she chose a black purse. There we go. Very good. Who did Lily see at the mall?
She saw Lisa.
Okay, yes, she saw Lisa. I guess, and Trevor.
And Trevor as well.
Yes. Why didn't Lily talk to Lisa?
Because Lisa was having lunch with Trevor in the food court.
Very good, very good. You'll need some tricky questions.
I guess Lily didn't like it.
Maybe there's a bit of history between Lisa and
Trevor and Lily.
Yeah.
Oh, triangular relationship.
Yes, very
Love affair.
K-drama.
Curious.
Right, well, moving on.
Moving on.
Let's look at grammar. Not so exciting as the love life of Lily and
Lisa and Trevor.
Yes, maybe we'll come back to their love life later.
Okay, let's focus. Grammar
Yes,
focus.
simple past and past progressive. Simple past, he went, she smiled, the appetizers tasted bad. Past progressive, we were waiting, we were eating, I was drinking. Right? Past progressive have the be verb and the ing. Simple past just have the main verb with ed or in irregular form. Sentential conjunctions. What a word. Sentential conjunctions. Sentential conjunctions are when both clauses, either side of the conjunction, are supposed to be true. They're connected by truth. He's like, I'll write it down, but I'll look it up later.
Isn't sentential is just like simply sentence?
No.
Adjective of a sentence.
It's logic, apparently. It relates to truth and whether like he went to the store and he bought some milk. So the two, he went to the store and he bought some milk, are connected.
It should be cause and effect.
Yes, a little bit like cause and effect.
Ah.
But so it means it's not like he went to the store and he read a book. Well, that's
so when you connect two sentences by using sentential conjunctions such as and but, those two sentences have to be connected.
There should be a connection between them, yes.
You can't do just random sentence.
No, it shouldn't be completely random. So here we have two sentences. This morning he went to the store. We have the two sentences. This morning he went to the store. And today in the morning he bought some milk. These are two separate sentences, but they are connected. All right, and for starters, they both have past tense. That's important when using and. So we are looking at the first conjunction here, and. And therefore we want to make them into one sentence using the conjunction and because they are connected.
Ooh, he went to the shop
Yep, and
with the money, and when money disappears, milk appears.
Yes, well, I guess that's how it works in a shop. So this morning, so here we break it down. First, this morning he went to the store. We only need one time expression. He went to the store, and then comma. Comma is optional. You don't always need the comma, right? In this case, it's optional. And then we need the conjunction. So let's add the conjunction. All right. This morning he went to the store and he bought some milk.
Very good.
Now, you notice up the top, he is in parenthesis, in brackets. So he is optional too. So we can take out the he. So we could finally say, this morning he went to the store and bought some milk. Therefore, and links two ideas that are connected. Also notice now the comma has gone because we have one subject, he. All right, before it was optional, but when you have the same subject, you can remove the comma.
This morning, its same meaning is today in the morning, Professor. Right?
Yes,
yes. So it's better because today in the morning too long. You can make this morning. It's the same meaning, and he. You don't need to repeat the same subject when you use and, because you can link the rest of the sentence. Went to the store, bought some milk. They're both done by him.
Very good. They're both done by him. Now, going back to our planner, my planner, Young-hee could ask me the question.
Professor Neil, what did you do last weekend?
Yes, so we can use it to talk about the things we did. So here, last weekend. The weekend is Saturday and Sunday.
Weekends are both Saturday and Sunday.
People sometimes include Friday evening as well in the weekend.
TMI.
No, that's quite important. Right? If you work in England, Friday evening is part of the weekend. Okay. When you finish work, the weekend begins.
So weekend is any time except working times.
Yes, so it's when work finishes. So you can have long weekends.
I want to have my everyday weekend.
So here, what did you do last weekend? Last weekend, I bought a car and I stayed home.
Strange. If you bought the car, you have to drive the car.
Maybe I bought it online.
Last weekend, Professor Neil bought a car and stayed home.
Notice there is no comma after car here because I is the main subject. There's one subject. Let's look at but. Alright, so but means there's a contrast. There's some change from the beginning of to the second part. So here, same time phrases, this morning or in the morning, are similar. He went to the store, right? Past tense. But in the second one, past tense is in the auxiliary verb, didn't. By remains, that has no tense.
Because of negative not.
Well, you could say he did buy milk. That would be okay.
Then
to emphasize. Emphasis.
That's TMI.
But here we are saying negative. He didn't buy any milk. So this morning he went to the store. There he goes to the store. And he didn't buy any milk. Notice here, any milk. We learnt this in the last unit.
Because he didn't carry his money with him.
The money stayed behind. He forgot his money. Alright. So we want to make it into one sentence. So we're going to put in a one-time expression. Put in a but. And if we remove the he, we could... The second he, we could probably also remove the comma. So let's see. But it's optional. Right? So there it goes. He went to the store, but he didn't buy any milk. That's the long sentence, one time expression, one subject, a but, and two verbs. Right? And all past tense. All past tense. That's important. We like to keep them past tense.
Write down. When you link two sentences, pay attention to the tense, and subject.
Yeah, so here, Yonghee, you asked me the question.
What did you do last weekend?
Last weekend, I bought a car, but didn't buy any milk. So not some milk, because it's negative. Didn't buy any milk. That's an important...
Not any milk.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
from the previous unit we learned it.
Yes. So I think we've covered most of the vocabulary and grammar to talk about past tense. That will prepare us for the part 2. And in part 2 we will be doing speaking sections, writing sections and reading sections. So Yonghee, before we finish, any questions?
Professor, are you going to give us some homework about
What
did you do?
Yes, of course. There is homework. There's always homework, sadly. Not the happiest of questions.
I'll think about it later.
Yes. For now, that is the end of Unit 4, Part 1.
Finished! Yow! Meow!
Thank you for joining us. We will see you after the break. So for now, go and get yourself a fresh cup of coffee or go for a run. And we will see you for Part 2. Bye.
Bye! See you in a part 2.